Hi, I'm Linda. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia, and I've got something really quick and simple to show you today. I'm sure you'll be happy about that. I wanted to show you how I got this embossed look and the darker, more dramatic embossed look on this card here. This is obviously a male card, a masculine card. I'll give you a little tip about masculine cards. A lot of people struggle to work out how to make them work well. 3 things, and you can almost guarantee it will work. The first is to watch out your colour selection. So I would say neutrals and stronger colours usually work really well for guys. The other thing is to add some texture somewhere. The texture could be a number of different, you could use an embossed background as texture. You could also use a mottled effect, or you could actually use embellishments as texture. But in this case I've used an embossing folder. And also some metal somewhere on a male card works really, really well. So it could be a brad or a button, or if you don't have any actual metal, you could also use, I've used some shiny foil paper to create these stars here. I did one the other day where I used these little chevrons down the bottom here, but I did those in gold, so they were a metallic chevron, and that worked really well. I did that on my blog last week if you wanted to have a look at that. So really quickly, I'm going to be using this little arrows embossing folder that we currently have, and I'm popping it into my piece in here that I've pre-cut. Okay, I'm just placing it between my my folder, and then I'm just going to use a cutting plate below and a cutting plate above. Here we go, it's over here, and put the whole thing through my big shot. So this isn't going to emboss the paper. Really easy to do. Embossing is one of those great things that adds instant wow to your projects. Okay, so here I've got my little piece that I'm happy with. Now I've just got to decide which side I want to have as the coloured side, because what I've done is I've actually brayered. This is a brayer, for anyone who hasn't seen one before. It's a rubber roller. Lots of different techniques you can do with it. It's actually really, really simple to use, but this is one easy way to use a brayer. And I'm going to brayer my darker ink onto my crumb cake cardstock. So I've got crumb cake here, and I'm going to go up a shade with my soft suede, and I'm going to roll my brayer. When you roll a brayer onto an ink pad, roll it all the way in the run direction. Don't go backwards and forwards. The reason being is that you'll only get part of the roller inked up. You want to make sure the whole lot is inked up by continuing to go around. Do that a few times, and then you place down your embossed piece, and we just need to decide which way we want it to go. So do we want the indents to have the colour, or do we want the in-between the lines to have the colour? I'm going to go with the in-between, so the actual arrows. And I'm just going to place that down, and I'm going to run my brayer over the top. Simple as anything. It's not quite enough yet, so I'll ink it up again. You can also, if you wanted to get you can have it like a variated effect, a mottled effect, or if you go over diagonally, okay, then I find that picks up the colour a little better. Okay, so you can see this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now with the extra colour, which really makes your embossing folders in the background look a lot more dramatic. So it gives you a really great effect. So to put this card together, you can see what I did here. I had my base cardstock of Naturals Ivory. I've got a piece here of crumb cake, and then I ended up layering this piece onto here. Okay, I added some gold stars from one of our circle framelets. That was actually the circle thinlets stars. I've used the framelit on film to make the negative. The Make-A-Wish sentiment is from the Perfect Pennants set, and I've also used my chevron punch down here to get a chevron look to go with the arrows theme to bring it all together. So simple card. You can see how easy and quick that is to do. You've got instant wow by using this. Enjoy making your man cards. They can be challenging, but if you get those 3 elements I mentioned right, it will work almost every time. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.